Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am your solo commentator, forever and always, Michael Anthony, welcoming you to the third installation of the Super Network TV Invitational. Tonight we have a very exciting card. Thank you all for joining us here in this evening of fantastic professional wrestling. Of course, we have a big-time pro wrestling in-ring return in the form of the Leto deck facing off against Kiyoshi, Saiba in what some would call a dream match. But of course, there's two matches on this card. And opening up, we have two hungry rookies fending off against each other here in Super Network TV. And let's take you to the ring right now for our opening action of the night.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from the Gould Coast of Illinois, weighing in at 220 pounds, representing the Tiger Cave, Gould!
And out comes our first rookie in this match, young Tiger Gould, of course, representing the Tiger Cave, entering out here with our senior Tiger, Tiger Yuya, alongside him to monitor his progress in this match. Now, of course, being that he's a rookie and he hasn't had many matches before, televised ones at least, there's not many notes to go off of with Gould. The only thing that I do know and can tell you, he is among one of the more athletic competitors of the Tiger Cave. As you can see, he looks very ready to prove himself here in our third installation of the Super Network TV Invitational, facing off against somebody who has had at least one match before on our channel. Excited to see what young Tiger Gould can present here in the wrestling ring. Show what the future can hold in the world of professional wrestling. Of course, the Tiger Cave producing many fantastic future professional wrestlers.
And hit the point from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 215 pounds, Demarco.
While there weren't many notes to go off of with young Tiger Gould, there is at least a few notes that I can give on Demarco Thorton, a young, very, very talented technical professional wrestler. I've only seen him wrestle once here on Super Network TV against Jordan Richard at Validation, the last pay-per-view for the Three Lions brand before it turned into Ring of Fire Wrestling. He had a fantastic showing against Jordan Richard, but of course came up just a little short against him. But of course JR, in a very rare instance, showed the respect given to this young, talented Demarco Thornton. Very excited to see what he holds in the future in Ring of Fire Wrestling, and of course, just through the sheer talent that he showcased against Jordan Richard, I can see Gould being in the future of Demarco Thornton. But of course, first he has to go through young Tiger Gould. Here we go. Two young competitors have plenty to prove here in this matchup against each other as we ring the bell. And immediately, don't waste any time at all. Go straight into the collar elbow tie-up. Got top wrist lock here from young Tiger Gould. As these two jockeying for position here, Demarco turns it into a side headlock, into a takeover, down to the ground. Look at this, young Tiger Gould. Able to go toe-to-toe here with Demarco Thornton. Quite impressive from these two, both lacking experience. Can't say either of them have too much of an experience edge on the other. But in terms of wrestling in front of that big crowd, in front of a camera, Demarco Thornton does have that experience, not just in RFW and many other promotions before that. Young in his career, but not new to the atmosphere. As the snapmare takes over, young Tiger Gould, he goes for that armbar, but Tiger Gould, with superior Tiger Cave discipline, rolling out of it immediately and elbowing his way out. Perhaps Demarco Thorton, just much as I and everybody else watching, don't know what quite to expect with young Tiger Gould. You gotta imagine how that feels in the ring with him when you're trying to jockey positions with him. Look at this, young Tiger Gould with a cocky slap to the back of the head. I'm not sure how smart that is. But of course, as I was saying, Gould has the advantage of just people not knowing what he does in that ring. I can't tell you what wrestling style he wrestles. I can't tell you just how great of a wrestler he is. But clearly he's showing so far against Demarco Thornton that he can go pretty toe-to-toe with him, as Demarco has the wrist clutch here and he goes up top. Another place that Demarco Thornton is very comfortable with that huge arm breaker off of the top rope. Demarco, a little bit more hybrid of a wrestler. He is a fantastic technical wrestler, but of course he loves going to the top as well. He loves taking out his opponents with surprise high-flying maneuvers. He loves that 450 splash if you're hit with it. That's all she wrote. As he goes for that armbar again that young Tiger Gould evaded earlier. He's got locked in now, not allowing him to go anywhere. Wearing down that arm, looking for any number of submissions that Demarco Thornton can apply onto young Tiger Gould. But as you can see, he rolls out again, back elbows his way out yet again. And now young Tiger Gould throwing him to the apron here. What's he looking to do? Oh! Big, stiff shots to the chest. That can be typical of a Tiger Cave student. Stiff shots and technical discipline galore. Went for that pin off of the vertical senton. Only getting a 1 though. Gotta do more than that to take out Demarco Thornton. And as I was saying, that disciplinary training coming in handy for young Tiger Gould here, staying on top of Demarco Thornton despite kicking out at 1. Young Tiger Gould not letting it bother him, not letting himself get flustered, keeping his cool head. Very, very skilled. Skilled experience showing beyond his years in the ring. Now look at this. A gator roll into a transition here, into a submission hold. The Chancery's locked in, but Demarco Thornton able to punch his way out of it. And ooh, big drop kick. You heard the impact on that one. 2 stiff drop kicks, and all went for a crossbody. But Demarco Thornton got caught into that fall away. Suplex slam, bridged by Tiger Gould, only able to get a quick 2 count there. But yet again, staying on top of him, not letting it bother him. Experience beyond his years being shown here. 2 big forearms rock Demarco Thornton now. And young Tiger Gould has got him exactly where he wants him. He's going for a textbook sleeper hold here. Very easy submission maneuver to learn, but when it's applied right, it's very deadly. And Demarco Thornton knows that. He gets out of it as quickly as possible. And ooh, big clotheslines, taking down young Tiger Gould, and a pop-up drop kick. Demarco Thornton hyping himself up here. And you can tell from that look, he's looking to fly in. Oh, wow! Completely unexpected reversal of the suicide dive there. A maneuver I would not have expected to see from a young Tiger. Belly-to-belly suplex reversal. That was brutal. That was an insane crash landing for Demarco Thornton. Look at him, he's not even moving. And young Tiger Gould hyping up the crowd here. They're screaming and hollering after that unexpected maneuver. Look at this, arm-trapped, crossface locked in. Looking to get the submission right away, but Demarco waking himself up and getting out of it as quick as possible. And now, locking into submission of his own, guillotine hold, dropping down to the mat. He's got locked in nice and tight, professionally locked in. It's going to be a struggle for young Tiger Gould to get out of this. But I'm still taken aback by just what we saw there. That completely unexpected reversal of the suicide dive by young Tiger Gould. And now, he's powering him up. That strength and athleticism coming into play. Wow! What a brutal maneuver. Suplexed into the bottom turnbuckle. He's going for this cover. It could be it, but it's not. Demarco Thorton able to kick out at 2 still. But young Tiger Gould still showing that experience beyond his years. Staying on top of Demarco Thornton, and a big forearm strike drops him in the corner. And now, what's he looking for here? Oh, a guillotine leg drop. Young Tiger Gould's training must have been so intense. He is an encyclopedia of maneuvers here. Not a single repeat of maneuvers here. A vast moveset for such a young wrestler. But Demarco Thornton reversing that running maneuver there into the sliding Boston Crab. Gould reaching out for the ropes, but Demarco's sitting down deep. He's not allowing him to crawl. Forcing Gould to find another way out of it, and he kicks out of that Boston Crab. Now big, stiff forearm strikes in the back elbow, and fakes him out there, drops down into another arm trap crossface, gets his arm off the ropes. Disorientating Demarco Thornton. He doesn't know where the ropes are anymore. He can't reach and grab them. Expert submission application here by the young Tiger Gould. Will Demarco Thornton tap out to this? It would be quite the upset for this rookie to defeat Demarco Thornton. And now, big gut kick there. Demarco snap suplex, and he keeps the wrist control. He's looking for another one. He rolls through, looking for a third. Oh, and he transitions it into an armbar, keeping him on his toes. But look at this, young Tiger Gould. Credit where credit's due. He's still finding his way out of these submission maneuvers. But Demarco, sadistic wheels turning in his mind, turned it into a hammerlock arm breaker. That's just how dangerous Demarco is of a submission expert. Crowd's going nuts for this head-to-head showcasing of 2 young, hungry rookies. Big shotgun dropkick in the corner. He whips him to the opposite corner, disorientating him with all these Irish whips, and he turns it into a sunset flip roll-up, but he turns it into a butterfly lock. I think young Tiger Gould has won over the hearts here of this crowd. They didn't know who he was just a second ago, but now through this impressive showcasing in the match, they want him to win. They want both of these men to win. It would be cool to see either of them get that momentum for their future plans in. Oh, what a gut check. And he's not done. Demarco getting up, but he receives a massive single leg drop kick to the side of the face. Nearly knocks him out. He goes for the cover, but still just a 2. Young Tiger Gould throwing in so many maneuvers, so many different types of maneuvers, and now look at this. This is where the experience disadvantage seems to come in play. He's letting his emotions get the best of him. He's trying to communicate with the ref. That was a 3, but it clearly, evidently was not. Now Demarco's up, and oh, look at this. It's young Tiger Gould. I think he's asking for a strike exchange, and that was immediately a mistake, because that first forearm already rocked him against Demarco. But he responds with that big European uppercut. He's begging for more. These two showing how strong their jaws are, receiving these massive, stiff strikes in this strike exchange. Back and forth they go. Who is going to win in this strike exchange? Wow, listen to that sound. It's like a baseball bat hitting a tree. And oh, big enziguri. Demarco telling him, is that all you got? And Gould showing him, no, he's got more. Propping himself against the ropes here. And now, oh, reversal of the Irish whip. Big forearm strike in. Uses the ropes to his advantage. Big lariat. Where is, oh geez. I was going to say, where is Gould? Finding the way to get all this advantage on Demarco Thorton, but Demarco shuts him down with those big kicks straight to the face. And now he gets him back up, but he puts him into the seated position, and oh geez. Hammer and anvil strikes here. Elbow to the traps and to the pec. Slightly to the jaw as well. Trying to make young Tiger Gould give up. He's humbling this young Tiger here. He may have just knocked out young Tiger Gould, but Demarco looking to seal the deal. He's going up top. I said he likes to hit that 450 splash, and he hits it. Slowly capitalizing on it, he goes for the pin. And that's all she wrote.
Devil is different, hustle efficient, path is royal. Know that struggle don't
And
happen
your
to you.
winner
Happens
of
for
the
you,
match,
that's a lesson. Was rapping
Demarco
weapons as an adolescent. Problematic pressure, had depression, let the
What
bad
a
assessment.
battle
My last
between
investment in the
rookies.
streets was
Demarco
major.
Thorton
Increase the
picking
wages,
up his
time to
first
pressure the
victory
block like Ollie
here on the
defeating
Super
Frazier.
Network
I keep
channel.
the blazer like it's beef with Sager. At peace with
What
nature,
a
'cause
battle.
inside me's an altered beast that can beat the Savior.
Absolutely
At peace with
nothing
neighbors,
wrong with
now
the
I'm
showing
holding
that
hoes.
young Tiger
Console your
Gould
hoes
gave.
with 2 hands on their cheeks for leaving them home alone.
What people see in fights, this is just so much of what we actually do. The training every day, getting up, knowing, oh, I'm sore, I don't want to train, but still doing it. And after training thinking, I'm so glad I did it. You should respect everybody, and you can learn from everybody. It's up to you to find out what it is. What can you learn from that guy? If you have that approach, I think your opportunities are endless.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is our final match of the night. Up next is Leto versus Kiyoshi Saiba. But first, let's take you over to my fellow broadcast colleague, Gogo Monsoon, backstage for a short pre-match interview with our main event contestants.
Thank you, Michael. Now, Mr. Leto, it has been quite the long time since we've seen you last compete in the ring. I think I know what everyone would like to ask you, and that is 2 questions, really. where have you been for the last year, and why have you come back now, especially to face someone like Kiyoshi Saiba?
Well, Go-Go, if you must know, about a year and a half ago, after my frankly upset victory over Max Harleton, I quietly retired. As everyone knows, I've been obsessed with achieving my manifest destiny, and my end goal came in a different form. And that was in the form of financing the promotion that we all know as Ring of Fire Wrestling. I was actually the one who secured the deal with the Hammerstein Ballroom in order for RFW to move to New York. Suffice to say, I'm satisfied and content with financing one of the best, if not the best promotion in the world. But to be very honest, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, deckheads of all ages, the King has grown tired of pushing pencils and writing checks. Kiyoshi, I look at you and I see a lot of myself. I refuse to further elaborate on that. But when I watch your matches and write your checks, I say to myself, damn, I would love to cave his head in. It may have been a year and a half since I was last seen on TV, but Kiyoshi, my friend, don't you dare go into this match expecting a year and a half of ring rust, 'cause I'm the king of this shit, and the Concussion King will not be outdone at his own game.
Thank you, Leto.
Oi, what'd you say? Huh? Itai nani no itai no?
Grandpa, I'm 30 years old.
うるせえ私はあなたのようなものではありません。あなたのキャリアは水中で死んでいた。私のキャリアはねし始めたばかりです。あなたは悪夢大家ですか？私は夢になります。そして私はあなたが想定よりもそれをすべてうまくやります。
Hey, Kiyoshi, I speak a little bit of the Nihongo myself, you dick. あなたは夢になりたいですか？準備して。私はあなたを夢にするつもりです。
The following contest is the main event, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, from Kyoto, Japan, now residing in London, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, Kiyoshi Saiba.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Here's the main event matchup most of you came here to see. The pro wrestling return of the Concussion King, the Leto Deckings, facing off against somebody that you can draw many comparisons with him, Kiyoshi Saiba, the BMW Heritage Champion. He was on our last episode of the Super Network TV Invitational defending his championship, but this is just a showcase match. What a feather in the cap it would be for Kiyoshi Saiba to put away such a decorated professional wrestler in the Leto deck.
In the corner, from the Concussion Kingdom in Buffalo, New York, weighing in at 185 pounds, he is the King, the Concussion King, the Leto Duck.
Love him, hate him, or don't care about him, he is back here in the professional wrestling ring. It has been quite a long time since I have seen the Leto deck wrestle, and an even longer time since I've commentated a match of, frankly, one of my least favorite wrestlers to commentate a match. Last time we saw him, he was on the Super Network TV, the now defunct Manifest Redemption Tour, in a surprise upset victory against Max Harleton, an opponent that Kiyoshi Saiba has also had the opportunity to face. However, Kiyoshi came up short against Max Harleton, despite having the surprise of being in the Black Dragon Army and taking him off guard when it was meant to be facing against Orion James again. Now here we go, two men. They have made their entrances, they're in the ring, the bell has rung. And here we go, this matchup that can be considered a dream matchup is on its way. Here we go, we start with an intense stare down. You can tell from the interview there's no love lost here. Oh wow! Kiyoshi immediately going for a warning shot there, but Leto Deck had it scouted and he ducked that roundhouse kick as we go into the collar elbow tie-ups here. A side headlock takeover showing that Leto has the early advantage here in this chain wrestling bout. Now some may question what makes this a dream match? And there are many comparisons that can be drawn between these two. Leto said that he refuses to elaborate, but I will add on to it. Both of these wrestlers have a propensity to love strikes, as you can see there, going for the roundhouse kick again, but Leto Deck had it scouted. Missing the roundhouse kick of his own. Kiyoshi having his own ability to scout strikes there. As I was saying, both these men love striking maneuvers. They love to use forearms, knee strikes. Knee strikes are the big one. That's the one that many people compare between these two. These two also have very similar attitudes. Cocky, arrogant, think they are better than everybody else. Despite both of them still being amazing professional wrestlers, they both have gone to those underhanded tactics to find victories in the business. As you can see there, Leto trying to get into the mind of Kiyoshi Saiba a little bit there. The big slap to the face, and now he's just telling him to back up. Taking his time, trying to measure up Kiyoshi Saiba here. Now, as Leto said, don't expect a year and a half of ring rust from him. As you can see here, he is still a immensely skilled professional wrestler. But he has not faced Kiyoshi Saiba before. I would argue he hasn't faced a wrestler that is so similar to his professional wrestling style before. These two even share maneuvers. They both use the ripcord knee strike. Of course, Kiyoshi Saiba does it just a little bit more effectively, as he's been able to end matchups with the ripcord knee strike he calls Kengen Ashura. And now Kiyoshi finds himself with the momentum in this match. Big rolling elbow takes out Leto Deck. And early on, first pin of this matchup, and it's still a 2. That's how hard of strikes will be thrown in this matchup. I doubt you will see many 1 counts. These two may knock each other out at certain points in this match. Now Kiyoshi showing his technical proficiency, something that these two also share similarly. As I was saying, these two do share maneuvers, not only the ripcord knee strike, but as well as the hip toss knee strike. Leto Deck doesn't have a name for it, but Kiyoshi Saiba calls it the Nobunaga's Wrath. We'll see how that will come into play if either of them even attempt the move, since both of them know how to reverse a move that they use. He's got this arm lock in. You can tell Kiyoshi has found his target on the Leto Deck. An easy target for him is the arms, because Leto Deck's arms do not have much muscle. They are very skinny arms. He would find it quite easy to submit him if he locked on a submission maneuver to the arms. But Leto Deck getting the advantage, grounding Kiyoshi Saiba here with the bow and arrow. Leto doesn't seem to have found a target quite yet. He is just trying to wear down Kiyoshi Saiba, and oh, look at this. Leto Deck made a big mistake. He left himself open. Kiyoshi Saiba reversing the bow and arrow and transitioning into an arm lock of his own. He's got the cross armbar, the Juji Gatami. But Leto Deck able to spin his way out. Oh, look at that. He tried going for a low double. But Kiyoshi just nailed him with that big knee strike. And now multiple kicks to the legs and oh, a shining wizard to the back of the head. Taking out the Leto Deck. The flurry of strikes. Expect to see more of those later on in this matchup. And oh, look at that. Leto Deck already was just barely able to kick out. These two for sure going to kick brain cells out of each other's head in this match. We're barely that far into it. We're just a few minutes in. Kiyoshi putting him in the corner here. Big chop. Talking smack to him. Kiyoshi, as the BMW Heritage Champion, he has been very impressive in this title reign. He has had 7 successful title defenses. He even had a most recent one just 2 days ago in the return episode of Affinity Reloaded against Josiah Mensah. He won that match by technical knockout. Leto Deck reversing Kiyoshi Saiba here. Taking advantage on the fact that he's in his head. Taking advantage on the fact that he has the experience advantage over Kiyoshi Saiba. Raking his face against the ropes here. You can tell the crowd has a very love-hate relationship with the Leto Deck. Leto Deck raking the faces of the Black Dragon Army member here. And a big stomp to the back of the head to boot. You can tell they have a very love-hate relationship here. When he came out, they booed him. But once Leto starts going, the crowd starts enjoying what he does. Big knee strike, face buster, may have knocked out Kiyoshi there. Did you see the way that he slumped to the mat? And similarly to Leto Deck just a moment ago, he was just barely able to kick out at 2.5. Now, oh, look at this. Leto Deck maybe finding a target of his own, going for the legs. You saw in the corner he was doing his signature leg stomp and kick combo. And he's looking to capitalize on that. Stretching out the knee, and now he transitions into an Indian deathlock. Effective submission maneuver here. Not only is he going to slow down Kiyoshi by targeting the legs, but as I mentioned, Kiyoshi loves knee strikes. He also loves kicks. He has very educated feet. He's going to take out his main weapon of offense there. Leto getting out of that pump handle position. He trips him. Now look at this. He's got the legs laced, and oh, look at that. Just drops back and snaps the knees. He could have hyperextended that very badly. And oh, a big knee strike of his own. Knee strike number 1 from Leto Deck in this match. Signature offensive maneuver. He loves cracking skulls with his own kneecap, as he's described it before. And you can tell that was extremely effective. Kiyoshi is rocked. He's unable to defend himself here, as Leto's methodically stomping on each and every body part and limb of Kiyoshi Saiba, making sure that he's staying down. And now, oh, look at this. A flaw that this always been of the Leto Deck. Despite his love-hate relationship with the crowd, he always loves to please the crowd. And he does that with his signature 10 elbow drops he calls the barrage. He loves to please the crowd, but is that going to be to his detriment here? Is Kiyoshi going to be able to recover after that time? And he spent hyping up the crowd for the barrage. Is he going to hit 10? No, Kiyoshi dodges it. As I was saying, to his detriment, Leto was playing up the crowd. That allowed Kiyoshi the time to recover, but oh, look at that. Leto punishing Kiyoshi there. Big forearm strike, drops him to his knees, but oh, look at this. Kiyoshi, purveyor of the strong style, of professional wrestling. He has taken worse strikes from stronger opponents before, as he's absorbing these forearm strikes by the Leto deck. I wouldn't even say this is a strike exchange. This is a one-sided battle, and Kiyoshi's just eating them all. He comes back with one forearm strike that stumbles Leto deck, and oh, look at that. Meets him in the middle of the ring with that kitchen sink. Now he gets met with an enziguri and a big boot. These two are now exchanging strikes. Stumbling each other with these big-time running maneuvers. Oh! Trading those knee strikes. Oh, capo kick by Kiyoshi Saiba. He had him stunned and now he's taking advantage. Kiyoshi looking to take to the skies. Tope con, hello! Kiyoshi Saiba taking out the Leto deck with a massive suicide dive, throwing him back into the ring. Crowd was cheering for the intense competition there between the two, but now they're back to booing the Black Dragon Army member. Irish whipping him in the corner. Oh, look at that! Wow, what a reversal! Explosive sunset flip powerbomb by the Leto deck, but it gets him just barely a 2.5. I think that's new. I haven't seen Leto deck pull that out before. He may have been training, and all that time that he was financing RFW. Oh! Big hook kick dropping down Kiyoshi Saiba, and he follows up with a signature submission maneuver of his, targeting that left leg yet again with the STF camel clutch. Not only does this target the back and the face, but it will splice the calf there. Further trying to take out Kiyoshi's main weapon of offense there. But Kiyoshi able to find his way out of it. Oh, a big roundhouse kick puts Leto back into the corner. And now Kiyoshi, vintage Kiyoshi Saiba here. Is he gonna hit the landslide? Yes, he hits it. Dropping Leto on the back of his head. Staying for the cover, but Leto able to just kick out. Kiyoshi keeping him down. Straight kicks to the face here. No respect for his veteran here at all. Expected of Kiyoshi Saiba. We've seen many times in his feuds with Malachi and RFW. He does not respect his predecessors in professional wrestling. Staying on that arm, Kiyoshi Saiba is not letting up on that target, while simultaneously trying to knock him out with all these knee strikes and kicks. He's still got that target on the arm. It's his insurance plan, and oh, what a big single leg knee strike. Hopped up on the corner. He goes for the cover. That was almost it there. Leto was able to kick out. Leto clearly stunned here. What is Kiyoshi looking for? Oh, come on. As to be suspected from this young and bitter Kiyoshi Saiba, he's going for the mask of the Leto deck mask. The Leto deck trying to keep it on there. To his detriment, though, that allowed Kiyoshi an opening to just have a big soccer ball kick straight in the square of the back of the Leto deck. Now Kiyoshi looking to put that feather in his cap, looking to get the victory over the Concussion King. He's going for Kengen Ashura, but Leto caught it. Leto had it scouted. Oh, hip toss knee striking. Oh, he backflipped out of it. Nobunaga's Wrath. No, he dodged it. And now, oh, dodged the knee strike there. These two so evenly matched. Oh, Concussion Buster. Surprise Concussion Buster. That would have been it if he hit it. But Kiyoshi was able to sit down from the suplex position as these two continue to be so evenly matched with each other. Oh! Went for that neck breaker, but Kiyoshi dodged it, and now he's going straight back to his insurance policy. And that's that arm that he's been targeting this entire time. As he's got the Fujiwara style arm bar locked in, grinding on that rotator cuff, on that shoulder joint. Possibly getting the submission here on the Leto deck. Leto taking his time, trying to fight his way out of it. He rolls him, and oh, he hits that kneeling knee strike. That could be it. Kiyoshi could be knocked out cold. Did you hear the impact? Oh, so close to 3 yet so far. Leto has to capitalize on this. Kiyoshi's clearly still out cold, but Leto is talking smack. Oh, I know what he's going for. He's looking to finish off that incomplete barrage he had earlier in the match. The crowd wants it. He's teasing it. And here we go, 10 more. And he hits the 9th. Is he gonna hit the 10? All 10 elbow drops to the heart have been hit. The barrage is complete. Kiyoshi is still in sublime position. Leto deck is calling his shots. He's going for the concussion buster again. And, oh, I thought he hit it. Kiyoshi blocked it and, oh. What speed! Kengen Ashura immediately after reversing the concussion buster. Is that it? Oh! Leto just barely able to kick out at the Kengen Ashura. But Kiyoshi, despite his frustrations, he knows what he needs to do next. He's going straight back to that arm. Maximilian Mazur style, bridging Fujiwara armbar. A tribute to one of the greatest submission wrestlers of all time, Jacob Mazur's father, Maximilian Mazur. Very effective submission maneuver here. Could Leto deck tap out from it? Leto finds a way to roll out of it. Look at the sheer pain in Leto's gestures. He's going for it again. He's going for the concussion buster. Desperation, trying to end it as soon as possible because he knows he's in trouble. Kiyoshi. Wow, look at that transition. He's got locked in deep. He's got locked in tight. Leto deck is in trouble here. The Concussion King could tap out on his return. What an achievement this would be for Kiyoshi Saiba. Can he get it? Look at how deep that double wrist clutch is. That Kimura lock locked in nice and deep. Leto deck tap out from it, and he does. Kiyoshi Saiba able to pick up the coveted impressive victory against the Leto deck. Let's get some replays on what happened towards the end of that match. The concussion buster, very few people have ever kicked out of it. Kiyoshi knew the dangers, was able to block it, lure Leto deck into a false sense of hope, and hit that extremely speedy Kengen Ashura, and it was all downhill from there. Leto deck even tried for one last concussion buster, but that was it. That was all she wrote. Kiyoshi had him right where he wanted.
And your winner of the match, Kiyoshi Saiba.
And that's it. The answer of who wins in this dream matchup has been answered. Kiyoshi Saiba was able to topple the king, as the Leto deck proclaims he is. Crowd not happy that a Black Dragon Army member was able to pick up that coveted victory. But what an impressive showing. What a battle. What a war between these two. And Kiyoshi was able to outstrike. He was able to beat Leto deck in his own game ultimately. Still showing that Kiyoshi is his own man. He won by submission this time, and that was Leto deck looking for. I think Leto deck showing Kiyoshi that he was impressed with his showing, offering the respect. Rare sight to see from the Concussion King. And, oh, look at this. Not a rare sight from Kiyoshi at all, though. Not reciprocating the respect whatsoever. Arrogant, egotistical, but still extremely skilled in the ring. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for the third installation for Super Network TV Invitational. I have been Michael Anthony. Good night.